That is a good question. When is he starting? Playing around with Windows. So changing the GPU it wouldn't even start. So that is not the solution. But I'm hoping maybe it just magically works now? I don't know. What can I do to increase the chances that it actually works? There's very little I can do. We can close Chrome. Should I try running Monster Train? Or what should I try playing? We could play Creeper World. I'm just going to do that for YouTube. Try Brotato. Nobody likes watching Brotato. I could open... What was that one gnome game? That was like an idle game. Some gnome game. There are too many gnome games. Start typing. Gnome. Ballionaire. We could play Ballionaire. That would work. Ballionaire. See if it actually runs. Turn off the music. Bam. Ballionaire. Is opening on the other monitor. Excellent. Okay. Windows Shift over. Wait. That's actually working. Give it a second. Is it actually working? I think it is. We have unlocks. We could go click the unlocks. Nobody cares about the unlocks, but maybe I get new things, which could be fun. We could get a whistle. What does a whistle do? Don't know, but it's rare. Rare is cool. I need to figure out, immediately draft and place 3 plant triggers. I need to figure out how to get chat on this screen. All in one. Especially if I'm going to play a bunch of games that don't require... Like, the full screen isn't really necessary for Ballionaire or for idle games or for... If I play more casual type games, I don't think it's as necessary. Did it with magic. Yeah, I don't know how it's working, but somehow it's working. We get a cave troll? I'm 4 items away from having all of these, but I'm 18 items away from having everything unlocked. Trying to do math in my head, even if it's easy math. It's difficult. The gavel. Overruled. The grapevine. We get another plant. We're out of things to unlock. Let's see if we can make it through an entire game. Celebration. Let's see. All right, hit play. Let's go to the slot machine. Slot machine is fun. We'll play highest difficulty and get destroyed. That is the plan. There's also custom and lab, which I could look at. I think lab is just for testing out things, but custom could be fun, maybe. Come here. I need to move. Would you check Lone Star someday? Not today, but at some point, I plan on checking. At least look at it and look into if it's something that I want to play or not. I need to read the reviews on it, all that good stuff. It's a game that I hadn't heard of before today. Great Depredation. Start of the run, place the burden of depredation. This one, I'm gonna say it's not that bad, but we'll see. It has to steal 250,000 from nearby neighbor things. Cooldowns last longer. That's not actually that horrible. And then trigger adjacent to a mover. Has 0.5 malt. But that's at the end. The slot machine should be easy, I think. So this one, I have to feed it, but I don't have to feed it right away. Where do I want to put it? Like, I want it to be somewhat center so that I will be able to feed it, but I don't want it to be eating my money right away. Whenever a limited trigger consumes a charge, all adjacent triggers gain molt. I like that, and I like this one. When a ball exits the top of the screen, spawn 1 fish ball for every unique variable this ball is carrying. Feels like this would be better sooner. because I can just get limited. Can also re-roll boons, but it costs me a boon to do it. Take this. When would you check Lone Star? Someday. Possibly. Maybe. Maybe not. Satisfying to see the unlock balls get lower and lower in the machine. Agreed. I want the number to reach 0. Then I don't have to... Well, then I know everything is unlocked, and I don't have to think about meta unlocks at all. What is the gameplay of this game? We're about to show that. Blocked by a fireball, add 1 charge to every adjacent limited trigger. I don't have fireballs. All 3 of these work with fireballs. This could make fireballs. I'm going to take a kiln, but it's a little bit questionable. So I get 7 ball drops to try and make 2 grand. Drop the first one, and it actually drops 3 on this level, I think. Yeah. But they don't do much until I get things for them to bounce off of, like a jump rope or an anchor, that make me money when they hit them. This one makes money if it doesn't get hit. I like the idea of being able to hit this one. We'll see. And trying to read, but I am bad at seeing which messages I already read. Really should make a review for Lone Star. You should. One of the 2 content... That's how I felt when I was playing Cube Chaos. I was like the only person, I think, playing it on YouTube. And I really liked the game. But nobody was watching it. I still play Cube Chaos. I played it over on the Backpack Battles channel a whole bunch. Ice cubes are kind of fun. They're limited. I have limited synergies. They don't really work with anything yet, but they can hit the tree, they can hit the jump rope. So these ones, every day they use up a charge, they generate another ball. So we'll get the 3 default ones, plus we'll get the water ball. The water ball should fall. It'll either go this way or this way, and then hopefully hit the jump rope, and then hopefully hit the tree, is the idea. The reality, it goes off to the right. Thanks, game. We're already over 5,000. Blake consumes a normal ball, makes a water ball, which is not the best, but it kind of is. Because there are a lot of water synergies that I like way too much. Like the dam. Okay, whistle. Adjacent triggers have ×2 mult. Wait, adjacent to what? Oh, this is a... For some reason, I thought that this was one of these. The whistle is a... whatever they're called. Is it a tribute? A bouncer, a whatever thing. Thing that gets hit. Lose this effect for the rest of the drop if it gets hit. None of these are that helpful. Handle could be if I had fireballs. We're going to re-roll it. Could do Nest. Nest, like water, uses up limited charges. When it does, it gives multipliers to the neighbors. Tempted just to get rid of this kiln. Kiln doesn't actually do anything. Get rid of it. Put the nest in its place. And we'll just get multipliers on the 2 that can actually do something. So every time, every time this one gets hit, it gives 200, but it's multiplied by 1.3x. Every time this one gets hit, 200, but it's multiplied by 1.96x. And that goes up every day at the end of the day. You know about the game with the red cube enemies, and you must shoot them and upgrade your player crosshair. I'm not sure if I know that. Do you know the name for it? Sounds kind of familiar. Is it like a browser-based game? If it's a browser-based game, I might have played it. Probably have. You cannot put jump ropes next to each other because they're obstacles. But you can get more of them. In the end, we need to be able to make like 2 million within 7 drops, which is a little bit tricky to do. Second lake, bonked by water ball. Hold this ball. If holding 3 water balls, it consumes them, earns 800, and you gain a reroll. I think I'm going to take brick. Brick needs to be hit from underneath, but if it is hit by underneath, it spawns a coin. Coin ball. And it has a cooldown of 5 seconds. Coin balls are nice to have. What are you over there? A doter. I don't know how you say this word. I need to look it up someday. Whenever a limited trigger consumes a charge, spawn a ghost ball. We're trying to do things with limited triggers, so this makes sense to me. This also makes sense. When you remove a trigger, each of its adjacent triggers gain malt. Wow. Reviews of Lone Star are very positive. No, it's on Steam, and you don't know the name. Red cube enemies. Must shoot them to upgrade your player crosshair. Yeah, I don't know. I might, but there are like a million different games. Credit Card I like has 5 charges, but this one recharges itself. It just has to eat 3 balls to recharge itself. It becomes a credit card bill. Consumes a ball. Oh no, it has to reach age 3. Oh, so it'll consume any number, but still, it's worth getting. I'm gonna put that one up high, although then I don't get the malt bonus. Still. I like that this one... This could have given me malt bonus, like, forever. I should have placed that down by these. But overall, I like getting the coins. There are synergies with coins that build up over time. You are big on the Lone Star. I might end up playing it. I'm not going to play it today, but I might end up playing it. We'll see. One that I will look into. I have a lot of games to look into. Credit cards down to 3. Packing tape. Packing tape is really good with the credit card. Grapevine is new though. Grapevine, bonked, earn 400. Repeat this for each adjacent grapevine. Has 0.1 malt per age. This is an ager that goes wild if you have a bunch of them. Aw. Stopwatch, like, builds up over time. This one is limited. This one's also limited. I think I'm taking packing tape. I'm going to put it here so that when I use its charges... No, I'm going to put it here. So when I use its charges, it upgrades these two. So what I do with this one is I wait until credit card has 1 charge left. It's about to run out. Then you remove credit card. Then packing tape uses a charge to give you a fresh copy of credit card, which you place back down. That is the game plan. And a bunch of people have a whole bunch of hours in the game, which is always cool. It is a good sign. Teleporter is weird on this level because there are 3 different balls. Still would be good though. Ooh, it would be a good way for me to collect the 3 different balls to a centralized point. I might go with teleporter. I will. We'll do it. So teleporter requires 2 of them. And whenever they enter a teleporter, they will end up exiting through a higher teleporter. But they have a 30-second cooldown, so they're limited in what they can do at the bottom. Bomb Goblin is interesting, but it's kind of a pain. It takes a lot of damage. It generates 5 balls, which is a lot. But it takes 15 hits to get it to generate those 5. I'm going to re-roll it. I like it, but not enough. Cave Troll is new. Bonked. Damage the Cave Troll. Ooh, treasure is like one of my favorite things. But you can only hit this once every 30 seconds, and it needs to be hit 20 times. Too strong. Walmart. Consume all the balls, carryables, and hold them. Earn money for each carryable. After each tribute, clear Ball Mart. Weird. So holders, like, gain money over time. But this is a holder that clears itself. I'm gonna re-roll again. Take another credit card. I have to clear this credit card. We can do that. I'm gonna place that one there. Clear this one. Replace it. Here? Sure. Will that'll give multiplier to both of these. Looked it up and it's called Notebuster. Interesting. Guess I have finally hooked you up to Lone Star. Alright, have a good one. 2:48 a.m. Good time for sleep. And yeah, I'll let you know what I think of Lone Star when I look into it more. Have a good night. Plus, I'm going to reach out to the devs for that one and see if I can get a free key, because I'm cheap. And because I play way too many games. So at least at first, I like to try and see if I can get them for free. So right here, we could get some coins going. I do have to watch these 2 credit cards to use the packing tape. We're doing all right now. We're gaining multiplier. Nest. Nest has limited charges. We can do that. Ideally, I would be raising the multiplier on multiple. This would do it. But this doesn't drop it on anything useful. It just gets me the mult on these 2. I think it's worth it, though. So we could get 5 rerolls. When we remove a trigger, we could drop an extra ball next drop. Or when you reroll, gain a cooldown skip for these ones with cooldowns. When you gain a reroll. Kind of interesting. I might try it. I've never taken air conditioner. Sounds kind of fun. If I can gain lots of rerolls. I think you get 3 rerolls for free from something. Fireball. Tomato wants other tomatoes. It is a carryable. It's decent, but there are better ones. Mushroom. Stopwatch. Again, there are better ones. I could have taken the minecart. I'm going to take the bomb goblin after all of that, just because it's at least something. Am I? No, I'm going to reroll. I like the idea of the lich, but the lich destroys, consumes 50 balls. That's a lot. Brick. Brick or radiator? Go radiator. We can get water balls here. We can turn them into fire. There are things you can do with fireballs. I'll go for it. I think you'll be able to get the key. Just reach out Discord server. Yeah, I'll check in. First, I'll see if they list it anywhere, because there are sites like Keymailer, there's a couple others, where sometimes you don't even have to reach out to them. I also just need to check my email, because why did we just get butterflies? Because we rolled Caterpillar Caterpillar on the slot machine. If I look through my email, there are probably like hundreds of keys that I have that I just need to look through and decide if I want to take them or not. Oh no, I let this become a bill. I let them both become bills. I didn't mean to do that. Now these are just gonna consume for the next 3 days. Oops. Tree isn't even that good. Retirement fund isn't that good. How many? We have 3 rerolls. Let's use one. I like the idea of Caterpillar, but it's terrible. Caterpillar just dies. There's their Discord linked in the game Steam page. Very cool. I'll check that out if I don't see their key listed on one of the other sites. I'm going to put this down, but it feels like a mistake. I'm going to put it down here so that at least it gets hit a good amount. Well, it gets hit by these, hopefully. Ask them to make the server. Cool. Yeah, with a bunch of small games, it's surprising how many of them don't have Discord servers or don't have, like, Reddit or don't have a bunch of the stuff. Kind of makes sense, but... been a little bit surprised. A lot of them do have it. I could have put this brick over by this bumper. So I'm in trouble the next time. This one we've already won, but the next one I'm in trouble for sure. Sad drama mask. When you're carrying the sad drama mask, you get 0 molt. But immediately draft a happy drama mask. So I could just stick this one down in the bottom. You're sad. And then we get a happy one, which gives 3x molt. And this one needs to be... reading is hard. Reading is hard. You need to be neighboring this one. Mistakes have been made. Oh, could you remove this afterwards? You may not remove a permanent trigger. Permanent. Okay, so I kind of just wasted spaces with these. I could get a teleporter here. No, what have I done? I clicked outside of the game. Green goes black. Mistakes have been made. At least this one is giving good money. The credit cards are back to being credit cards. That is good. The closet is a way to make money. Basically, you can skip any of these and just earn 800 a day by putting it in the closet. That could be a way to get this 250,000. I think I'm going to do that. I should be able to figure out how many turns are left. Robin! All right, thank you for hanging out. Checking out the stream. I appreciate it. You guys will have to give me feedback on what I should do differently with the live stream. I need to figure out the plan. But it's something that I'll work out over time. Feedback would be helpful, though. Definitely. Receipt. Whenever a ball is generated, is spawned during a wave, earn 800 money. This one is super helpful. Whenever a trigger is destroyed, earn 800 and spawn a ghost ball. This is good with limited, and it's good with what else? With the ones that get attacked, and with treasure chest. I always take this one. I'm gonna try Tombstone. Try something different. Drop the ball. So the limited triggers do give ghosts, which is helpful. Hide. We still have 3 left on the credit cards. Investment bonk would be a way to make use of the coins. And it would give multiplier to these two. Not bad. Yeah, put it there. Ideally, I would get a piggy bonk, which stores the coins and just gives you 800 a day. Potato did not like the flood of money. Uh-oh. Totally locked the frames for a bit. I don't think that that's probably you. I'm guessing that has to do with my setup. I'll have to look at the video back. Ooh, I wonder if I have VODs enabled. I could probably check that. Bomb Goblin. With the death thing, I'm tempted to get this, but Nest would also work. I'm just gonna go Nest. Go Nest here. Yeah, if I had to guess, whenever I see problems with the streaming in the near future, I would assume that it has to do with my setup more than it has to do with the viewer. I guess if it's only affecting one person, then maybe, but by default, it's probably a me problem. I'm kind of surprised that the game is running right now. I'm happy. Right, I'm supposed to be feeding this closet a bit. Huh. Think about that. The sword is good for fighting this one. No, I let the credit cards expire. The game is too hard for me. I'm gonna go put this here just so that we feed it 1,600 a day. Start inching towards 250,000. I might just lose this. Sad drama mask. I like treasure chest a lot. Especially, we took the deceased thing. When this is bonked, there's 5% chance to earn 1,600. Discover this secret and destroy the treasure chest and it'll respawn in a different spot. I like it. Where do I put it? I would put this here. Put it here. There you go. One last thing to say. There will be a tutorial in Lone Star. When you'll be in tutorial of Lone Star. What? I'm not a fan of tutorials. Really try to... Oh, you're saying when I'm in the tutorial. I am not good about that. That sounds like a terrible game for me. I specifically dislike tutorials in video games. Don't understand at the start and never after making bad review, then I'm probably a bad person to play the game. Piggy Bonk would be amazing if I can get some coins to go into these. We're gonna try and get some coins to go into these. Jumper cables. Whenever a limited trigger is placed, we have limited synergies. Ball hits the bottom of the screen, bounce upwards, once per ball. Bounce upward doesn't help that much because it'll just go back down. I feel like battery backup is probably better than jumper cables, but I'm not sure. They're both good. Why do you hate tutorials? Because I like games without tutorials. Oh, Mango! Welcome! Awesome to hear. Some are too long or unhelpful. I like figuring out the game by playing the game. I hate reading, and I just like doing trial and error. Press buttons, see what happens. That is my favorite part of video games. Tutorials take away my favorite part. Happy mask. Okay, I'm going to lose because I just realized we're nearing the halfway point and this only has 9,600 out of 250,000. And I'm not coming close to reaching 100,000 in 6 more drops. Aw. What is the plan with that? The reroll. To find something broken. The map can activate the treasure chest. Is that broken enough? No. Is it something? It's something. There's a little graph also. Interesting. I do like graphs. This game doesn't have graphs, but they have stats. I like being able to see stats for what happens. Stats are a good way to learn. Or just more information generally. I want this one to be right here. So that we can try to fill up these piggy bonks. So that we have like some chance of something happening. We can do this. If you don't want to spend too much time, then don't read the lore of enemies. I hate lore too. It depends on the game. In Lucky Tower, I wouldn't mind lore so much. It really just depends on the game. For most games, I don't like the lore. Credit cards. I need to remember next turn to replace the credit cards. I can remember this. There's a preview of what will happen if you hover over things. That is cool. I like that in UI. That and like whenever they give these kinds of descriptions where they highlight things and say like common shy, and then if they actually, for some reason, it doesn't say what shy is. But they do tell us what limited is and what spawner is. I don't know why shy doesn't. Plant doesn't have to say what it is. I guess shy doesn't really have to. It is good when they give you that information, though. It makes me happy. I would put this down by this pig, down by this closet. We could do that. Closet's good. No! I actually wanted it to give multiplier to the closet, but that's not possible. Right. Okay, we're removing the credit card. Removing the credit card. Replacing the credit cards by the banks. Kind of by the banks. And hopefully we start to fill these up and we still survive. We can do it. I believe. Is there some special reason? Yeah, I don't know why. They're super into that game. I kind of get it, because I'm super like that with Cube Chaos is my example, where I wish that I could get other people to play Cube Chaos, because I think the game is really good. And yeah, it deserves get seen a little bit, but I kind of get why people don't like it too, just looking at the game. The graphics are not the best, and it's like a weird game. Yep, and I'm similar where I have a bunch of videos on the game. How long do I want to stream? I don't know. Probably not. What time is it? It's 7:08. After this, I'm probably just going to hang out for a little bit. Not play any more games after this run, but I'll open up the idle game and just read chat and try to think about what I want to do. Maybe open up a Google Doc to write down ideas for what I want to do. What I want to do, what I want to do. All of that. And I'm dead, so. Defeat. This game is surprisingly difficult on the hardest difficulty. On the easy difficulties, it's not too bad. We got one more unlock that we can go click the button. Press the button. Dusty Tome. After each tribute, gain a spell trigger draft. This actually sounds kind of crazy. After each tribute. Oh, tributes are like, there are 10 tributes, I think, throughout a run. 17 more to go. Hit back. And quit. I kind of want to try opening more games, too. Just to see if they crash. Super excited about games before, too. Yeah. Agree. I will end up checking out the game, though, because they are pushing it so much. But there's zero chance that I'm going to play it tonight. But I will check it out, at least. If I try to launch Monster Train, will it break the stream? Try it. I figure now is a good time to test it. Plus, we were mid-run when it died. Ooh, it actually opened up just on the wrong monitor. Surprisingly, seems good. We're already in the middle of a run, are we? Standard run, yeah. So I don't... Oh, maybe you can start a new one as well. Good to know. I could finish this, but I don't really want to do that while I'm focused on trying to figure out what I want to do to improve the stream and figuring out why it crashed previously. Due to the lack of brooms. You know what? Broom is good. Hope you have a good thing to remind me to make the review? Yeah, definitely. I don't make reviews on Steam games enough. I don't know if there's a way for me to check. I think I've probably only made a few. Not community. Content? If we go to content, Frankenstorm. That was a while ago. Can I see reviews? Probably not. Select a game. I need to start, probably, leaving reviews. Especially if I really enjoyed the game. Activity. I don't know. Reviews. Guides? View my profile? Reviews. I've made 4 reviews. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. Kaza. I liked Kaza. This was one that I got to play with Cherry multiplayer. Fun. Have I played Notebuster? No. Check that though. Library. Or go to the store. Notebuster. What? Base? Does it exist? Is this a real thing? Let's try opening it up in Chrome. Notebuster. Notebusters. Could be it. Is this a game or is this just for learning music? Because this looks like an actual... Oh no, it is here. Nodebuster. Wait, this does look like the type of game that I would play. I like this minimalist graphic style. I like seeing the giant PoE 2, or PoE 1, I guess, style tech tree, unlock tree. Even though I'm conflicted because I don't normally like meta unlocks, I just like seeing the giant tree of stuff, where it makes it feel like you're making progress. I'm torn. I both like and dislike a lot of things. I like the graphics though. This is a card game? Or, oh yeah, you remember Kaza. Kaza was fun. I don't know if it was a great game. It was just fun getting to play multiplayer. Most deck builders don't have multiplayer. I'm trying to think what I want to do. Stream games. So I need to put more thought into this and like actually decide what I want to do. I like the idea a lot of doing a Portal 2 playthrough because I want to do this for YouTube anyway, or just for me. It doesn't even have to be recorded or on stream. I just want to play through this game. But if I'm going to play through it, it would be cool to find a place where it fits, and that could be streaming it, or it could be making YouTube videos out of it, or not. Any of those things. I like the idea. I don't know why I keep coming back to it. Rogue Legacy 2. I'm so bad at this game, and I like it so much. I just really like games that kick my butt, and this one, I'm not good at these style of games, but you like slowly improve at it as you play more and more. And it just makes me happy. So I kind of want to play a bunch of this one and become good at it, and then I could play a whole bunch of different games that are kind of like this one. Kind of the idea. I'm not the biggest fan of these trailers. I know they're like building up hype, but to me this does not reflect... That reflects the gameplay. A lot of this doesn't reflect what it feels like to play the game to me. But they probably also don't have to because they have Rogue Legacy 1, so they already have an audience. I just want to see gameplay. Especially, I want one of the trailers to just be like boring gameplay, and that's it. They can have one of the trailers be the awesome animations. Like, this is really good animation. Give me one that's just pure boring gameplay, and that's all it is. That's my request. I'll have to check the Discord, see if anybody has feedback for what I should do with streams, what games I should play. I think I'm gonna end it, and then I'm gonna go get food. Diablo has kicked my butt. Is that Diablo 4? Or... I haven't played any of them since Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, and Path of Exile 1. Diablo 2. How long ago was this? Forever ago. 2000. Yeah, but when was Lord of Destruction? LOD. 2001. That was a while back. Yeah, one just pure gameplay is nice. Was PoE 2? I'm trying to remember. PoE 2 was way later than... Or not PoE 2, PoE 1 was way later than Diablo 2. My favorite thing with Path of Exile was they had race seasons very briefly, but then they got rid of them. And it was the coolest thing. Yeah, I tried looking up Path of Exile race seasons because I was wondering if they brought them back before Path of Exile 2. And the answer is no. I don't know why they never brought them back. They did these from like 2013 to 2016. And they were just short little events that lasted, like, a lot of the races were just an hour long. And it would just be a bunch, yeah, like 1 hour solo race. And you would just see how far you could get with like weird modifiers to the game in 1 hour. And they would give you some unique as the prize if you got enough points. But like if you got 15 points, which was easy to get, you would get a unique weapon. Or if you got a bunch of points, then you would get some crazy thing. But it was just fun. And you would do some of them in groups, you would do some of them solo. What type of food on Christmas Eve? I'm boring. Probably like frozen chicken or frozen pizza or something. Something heated up in the microwave. Something that's easy and lazy and tastes good and is not healthy. I'm going to start eating healthier soon. I'm gonna do meal prep. I feel like they did a race season every season. They discontinued those. So they did like a big race later, but these seasons were like a whole bunch of just small events. So like every day there would be like 3 events and you could just do them really quick. So they were casual. But then they started making it like into bigger things, and the bigger things were not as cool. Like the later ones, yeah, I don't even know if they had hour-long races. I miss the really short, like they had a series of, in the middle, they had some races that would last like a week, some of them that would last like an hour. They had a good mix of everything. So they had 1 hour ones, 90-minute ones. I guess they don't have any of the long ones here, but there were longer ones. And they had lots of, yeah, these are all the modifiers on them. It was just fun. I think the only thing I always wished for on PoE was the auction house. Yeah, it was a pain to trade in that game. I remember really liking, well, both liking and disliking the crafting system in the game. They did a good job of making the currency feel valuable, but it was also a total hassle. 12-minute races were like super quick. Number of events. So in, how much time is that? in a little bit over a month, they had 190 little events. Basically, you could turn on the game at any time, and there would be some little event. And it was just fun. Okay, food sounds good. Plus, I need to go check Lado's food and water. So I'm going to go do that. Thanks for hanging out, and maybe, I don't know if I'm going to do more streams when. Could do more tomorrow, but it depends if I have something planned for it or not, or if I have some idea in mind by then. I'm going to head out. Have a good night. Merry Christmas. All that good stuff.